welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. My name is Hannah and I'm the mom with muscle. And in today's video, it is random home hacks. So if this is something you are interested in watching, just keep on watching. But if you haven't already, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to hit that bell button for every time I upload a video. And if you aren't already following me on Instagram, I would love to have you over at Mom with Muscle. But without further ado, let's get into this random video. So I was sitting in bed the other night and started composing a list of just like random things that I do around my house. And I was thinking like, this might benefit other people. Some of these items that I'm gonna talk about, maybe you already implement them in your home. Maybe they are the first time you are hearing about them, but it's a total random list of just little hacks, little things that I do around my house that you guys might benefit from. So let's get into this video. The very first hack that I do is blue painter's tape. Now you're probably thinking, what in the world? What do you mean blue painter's tape? So before I purchase anything for my home related, an art piece, a furniture item, I will always measure out the dimensions of an item that I'm contemplating purchasing and tape it out. I'm a very visual person. That's how I learn, is by visualization. So I always have to tape out exactly what it is, the dimensions of something that I am contemplating buying. This has helped me a ton when it comes to purchasing new items for my home and not making the mistake of either buying too large for the space or maybe undersized for the space. So I would highly recommend measuring out whatever that might be, whether it is a art piece, a mirror, a sideboard, and just giving yourself the visualization of what that item would possibly look like in the space that you are trying to design or trying to purchase for. So that is kind of the first hack, so you know if it's going to work or not. So that is the first hack. What does a lint ball and essential oil have in common? Absolutely nothing. They don't have anything in common. I just thought that was kind of a catchy, you know, little witty thing to say. No, so what I usually do is I will take my lint ball for the dryer and I will put one of my favorite essential oils on that lint ball and throw it into the dryer. Not only am I not using dryer sheets, but I'm also able to kind of fragrance the items that I don't use dryer sheets on with my favorite essential oil. Now, I started doing this tip when I started working for Lululemon. Lululemon suggests that you don't use any dryer sheets when drying your product for longevity purposes. So I started using lint balls to help with that, and then putting just a little drop of essential oil on that ball to help give it that really nice smell. So that is the next hack on this list. The next hack on this list are felt pads. Now you're probably thinking, what do you do with felt pads? Now, I actually use felt pads for a lot of different purposes around my home. The main reason I use felt pads is obviously for any chairs in my home, but I also use them underneath all of my geode crystals to help protect the surfaces in which I actually end up putting them on. So I use these a lot, not just for my geode crystals. That's kind of my main reasoning for using these, so they don't scratch the surface of a sideboard or whatever surface they're sitting on, but I'll use these on anything that has some substantial weight to it. So like one of my vessels, or maybe a bowl or dough bowl, to help protect the surface in which the item is sitting on if it gets moved. I noticed I started doing this after I had my house cleaners come in and they scratched one of the surfaces moving it for cleaning. So I started using felt pads for protecting my tabletops, my surfaces, my console tables, my coffee tables. So I would definitely recommend picking yourself up some of these felt pads, and they do come in a bunch of like different sizes. So you have small, medium, large, but this will just help protect your items. So that is the next hack on this list. The next hack on this list is for cleaning purposes. So Folex and a dry magic eraser. So I have talked about Folex on my channel a handful of times. This is the best carpet and upholstery cleaner that I have ever come across when it comes to cleaning my items here in my home. I have a 2.5-year-old daughter. I'm soon to have another baby. Things get stained, and I do my best to try to protect my items, but let's be real, things get dirty. So Folex is amazing. If you guys have yet to hear of this, I will have everything linked down below for easy purchasing for you guys, but I have never brought to your guys' attention regarding the magic eraser trick. So before you start to clean your items with Folex, you're going to take a dry magic eraser and you're going to buff out the area in which is dirty or has any blemishing on it. It's going to help clean the area first before going in with your Folex. And this was a tip that I learned from the Restoration Hardware outlet. The employees there, my manager Shelly at the time, she taught me this trick, and it is incredible. It really does do a huge difference, and you guys will see in my example how much it does help. So make sure when you are doing your cleaning to use dry, not wet, when it comes to the magic eraser part. So use a dry magic eraser, then hit it and soak it with that Folex to get the excess, if there's leftover residue, out of your upholstery. And I'm telling you guys, these two together, so that is the next item on this hack list. The next hack on my list is filler, using filler. So using towels, using craft paper. When it comes to your vessels, I have had so many questions regarding like, how do you not have all of your stems fall all the way to the base? So for example, like when I'm decorating like the vessel behind me, if the base is super, super deep and the stems are not as long as it would fit all the way to the bottom of the vessel, I will use towels. I will use craft paper to help give volume inside that vessel, so that way your stems will sit higher to the top. I will do this too when it comes to even putting a vase within a vessel. If I have like a live greenery in there or a live floral arrangement, I will use towels to help give that volume at the bottom of the vase to help bring and elevate that greenery or faux stems to the top. So again, kind of random, but towels, craft paper, crinkle it up, put it at the base, and there you go. You have a full vessel with your stems at the top. So that is the next hack on this list. The next hack is totally random. And when I say it's random, it's totally random. But I'm like, I have to add this because Colin and I have had this fan. It's the Dyson fan. We've had this fan for probably 3 years, and I just recently realized this hack that I'm about to show you guys. And some of you guys might be like, Hannah, where the heck have you been? But I just found out about it, so maybe I'll mind blow some other people that have had this fan or any Dyson fan. Is the freaking remote control is magnetic to the top of the fan. So for the last 3 years, I've been placing the remote control on a nightstand or a surface close by, not knowing that that remote actually is designed to magnetize to the top of the fan. So you guys might already know this. If you do, sound off down below. You're probably thinking I'm totally crazy. But if you do have these fans and you didn't know this little tip and trick, I got you. Now you just put that remote on top of your fan and it will stay put for every time it's in use. So that is, again, I told you guys this is gonna be a random video, but I have had this fan for 3 years, did not know that the remote control can go on the top of it. And when I found it out, I'm like, Colin and I were like mind blown. So I'm like, I have to add this into this hack list. So that is the next item on this list. So the last 2 hacks for you guys have to do with stems, real stems, eucalyptus stems. The first hack is eucalyptus and hanging it in your shower when you're showering. So for example, taking live eucalyptus, tying it, and then hanging it upside down when you are in the shower acts as essentially a large diffuser. So I will do this tip when I am maybe not feeling the best or I'm a little congested. This actually just helps open up your pores and creates a big steam with fresh eucalyptus. So that is the next hack on my list. And sticking with greens in my next hack, you guys don't have to buy this stuff. I swear by having fresh stems in my home. If you guys have been with me for a while, you know that I really enjoy having fresh florals, fresh stems, fresh greenery in my home. It just adds so much life and just, it makes me happy. Little, like just keeping things simple, having fresh greens and florals in my home make me happy. But I understand that not everybody can go to the grocery store and buy fresh stems, but if you guys just drive around, grab some scissors, there are trees everywhere. It is free. Just make a couple clippings. Obviously do it a little incognito, you know, I mean, don't go out there with like your, you know, garden shears and start hacking off a tree on the side of the road. But that is like seriously a simple thing to add some greens to your house, is just stop on the side of the road, grab some greens, pop them in a vase, and then you have fresh greens at no cost to you. So that is the next and last hack of this video. All right, you guys, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this very random but hopefully beneficial hack video for the home and implement some of these hacks that I do in my home into your home. Sound off down below. Have you heard of these before? Do you use them in your home? Let's have a conversation in the comments down below. And like I said, everything will be linked for you guys for easy purchasing, like the Folex and whatnot. But that is it. I love you, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.